Introducing the Earth Electrode for the Experimental Life Energy Meter. It plugs into the external probe input of the LM4 and may be inserted into various soils to compare their health and energy. Geologic and environmentally interesting sites can also be evaluated. On the LM4 Life Energy Meter, set the external probe switch to the large setting. Now set the range to ×1. Insert the red earth probe jack into the external probe fitting on the LM4. Using the digital display cable, attach the black and red jacks to the display. Plug the other end of the cable into the LM4 data port output. Turn on the digital display. Adjust the LM4 course 0 so that the needle rests at 0%. Finally, touch the Earth Electrode to confirm the LM4 reading goes to about 50%. Our first site is beach sand on the north shore of Lake Ontario. The meters are isolated from the soil using an empty cardboard box of about 30 centimeters height, that's 1 foot. The probe is first zeroed while sitting on the box before inserting into the sand to take a reading. The sand has a reading of 0.377 on the digital display. We now travel inland to an odd geologic site of red and gray clay. This badlands supports some growth but is partially barren. Here we get a reading of 0.65. Entering into the woods near a meandering creek, we find a natural soil with plenty of growth. Here we obtain a higher reading of 0.738. Returning to the urban environment, we test typical background soil, a mix of clay and organics with good grass cover. The energy reading is good at about 0.72, almost as high as the soil in the woods. Nearby, in the garden area, where black soil has been regularly added and the clay content is lower, we do another test. Here the soil yields a high reading of 0.766. Potted plants do not have a direct connection to the earth and will give a lower reading than the same soil in the ground. For example, a flowering cactus with an average soil quality gives a reading of 0.65. Users who do not have the digital display option can take readings directly from the LM4 display. To improve sensitivity, attach the grounding cable to the data port output and extend 2 feet or about 60 centimeters of the cable with the remainder looped and clipped to the isolation box as shown. In this way, the LM4 display will have the same sensitivity as when the digital display is connected. The earth and soil readings will range between about 20 and 50% on the LM4 display, depending on their relative energetic strength. A table of the readings illustrates the relative energies of the soil types that we tested today.